for Modern Warfare 3, just kind of like initial thoughts, and this is just on multiplayer, so we're just gonna stick to multiplayer. No like Spec Ops and no campaign thoughts. Just try to keep it on multiplayer.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, when you look at a new Call of Duty game, because it is like one of those franchises like Final Fantasy, where we're already up to like what is this? Call of Duty 8?
This would be like, well, if you count before COD 4, then yeah, I'd be somewhere in there.
Yeah, I can't even do the math right now because I'm so tired. But I mean, we're getting up there. I mean, it is like one of those franchises, so you have to kind of compare it. I know all the different studios. Like, I mean, it's between not Activision, Infinity Ward and Treyarch, but still, you have to kind of. I mean, they kind of bounce off each other's ideas. Like one of the things I just realized today that I didn't know is, have you played any custom lobbies so far?
No, I haven't.
Oh, because there is like there's gun game and there's one in the chamber.
Really?
So yeah, they actually took one out of Treyarch's book for a change, and it's kind of cool. Like I wish they would do that. I wish they wouldn't be like companies that fight each other all the time, but like work together.
Yeah, because you know something which I think I'll probably point out during the commentary, unless you're already recording and then I feel stupid. But
Yeah. Ah, no, dude, I would tell you if we were recording.
something I would want to point out is that everybody seems to say that COD 4 is the best. Well, it was
It
produced
is.
by Infinity Ward and Activision. And ever since then, after they split up, everyone's been calling the next Call of Duty crap after a while. So why don't they just kind of get back together and everybody will be happy, you know?
Dude, I don't know. Call of Duty 4 I think was just the game for a lot of people. Especially it was my game too, and I yeah, I don't know. It's going to be impossible to imitate that
For
because
sure.
trying to pull the line of conversation back to Modern Warfare 3, um, it's that's one of my already like kind of my dislike on my dislike side here. That's one of my problems. This feels like Modern Warfare 2 2.5. It plays exactly the same. I'm sure they use the same engine and everything, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it feels the same. It almost kind of looks the same,
It does.
just a little bit different. I mean, if you're at all a kind of gamer, it's kind of like driving a car. It's like it feels the same.
Right.
I mean, you don't buy a 97 and it doesn't drive the same as like a 2011. It just doesn't.
Right.
But this does. This feels the same.
Right. Um,
And I don't know. It's not a bad thing, but
I think sticking to Modern Warfare 3, like you just said, something that I personally like is the strike packages, and that's also a bad thing. It's like a good and bad thing because it's really good because it doesn't just cater to the noobs anymore. Like you have the assault care package, the assault strike package for the people that like their like Slayer kill streaks. And then for the noobs that aren't really good at the game and they can't really hold a good KD, you have the support and whatever. But that's also bad because now everybody's just rushing around and like not caring. Plus the maps are really small, so that doesn't help.
yeah.
Uh,
That's one of the things I really like. I mean, I had very low expectations about this game,
yeah,
so that wasn't really good from the start. But I don't know. I don't want to say like I'm not disappointed because there wasn't much to be disappointed about. I wasn't like someone else who was really looking forward to it, so I'm not that sad about it. But at the same time, it's I guess one of the good things about it is what I'm trying to say is some of the things they've done, like you just said, the strike packages for since like well, at least Modern Warfare 2, they've been saying like kill streaks are bad because it encourages camping. It's there was like a number of problems with it. I think the strike packages kind of help that out, and I like how they're divided now because I really wanted more support stuff. That's what I enjoy doing, more support to my team. Like I like running sentry gun and SAM turret and the ballistic vest, so I can give something back to my team.
yes,
I really like doing that.
yes, I agree. Something that I kind of wish, because you know how we were talking earlier about how they took, Treyarch's idea of the gun game and everything, and they kind of stuck it in
Yeah.
the whatever. All right, so something I kind of wish they had done was I wish they had taken Treyarch's idea for their barracks and everything, because in Black Ops, like, you could see, you know, your progress over the last few games.
Yeah.
And these leaderboards look exactly like Modern Warfare 2, and I kind of appreciated that I could go back and see, like, okay, this was how I was doing a couple games ago, this is how I can improve my strategy. I mean, they took theater mode, so you can always go back and watch your gameplay, but I'd like to just see it statistically how it works. You know?
Yeah, I know Infinity Ward is typically revered as the better company and the better game all around, but Treyarch did do some things right, and it's usually, I guess, Infinity Ward is to, like, Treyarch I don't think has any shame in taking an idea from Infinity Ward and using it, but then if Infinity Ward takes something from Treyarch, it's like they're kind of acknowledging them, you know what I mean? And they just couldn't possibly acknowledge them. But
Yeah.
I mean, if I, some people might say like, oh, Treyarch is a terrible, they make horrible Call of Duties, and I just have one word: zombies.
Yeah.
Like, zombies was awesome. No one can say no to that, and it was really good. But
No,
it's nice.
I
Like,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say the other thing that they copied all of Gun Game and stuff. The one other thing I wish they had copied, I know it's such a minor thing, but I really wish they had put in dolphin diving.
Really?
Yeah.
I hated dolphin
I just-
diving, dude.
Dude, it was just comical. It made me laugh.
Yeah.
I just enjoyed it.
Okay. But I agree with you when you said, you know, zombies, because and I'm gonna pull this back to Modern Warfare 3, I promise. But you know, I that's just what I was saying earlier. Like, I really think they should just come back together, because I really thought Black Ops wasn't that bad of a game, and I think Modern Warfare 3 isn't that bad of a game. You know, but they don't really stand out to me. You know, they're not like, I don't know. Modern Warfare 3 kind of stands out because of the whole new point streak system. But
Yeah.
at the same time, Black Ops stood out because of the fucking zombies. Like, it was crazy.
Oh yeah,
They should just come together. But as in general, like, I think Modern Warfare 3 was okay. But it's still like Call of Duty. Like, it has that stank to it still.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. But I'm gonna say two good things about what I like about Modern Warfare 3, and then I'm gonna say the one thing that is fucking pissing me off right now. So, the two things I like is they have this is the first Call of Duty where finally it's like there's a good amount of guns in each category, including sidearms. There's just a lot of selection there, even if some of the guns are pretty similar, but they're different enough to be different guns, but there's enough. Like in Modern Warfare 2, I felt like there weren't enough sniper rifles.
Okay.
And in Black Ops, I kind of felt like there weren't enough light machine guns. Like, there just wasn't enough choice there and variety. And like this game, Modern Warfare, the only reason the whole Call of Duty franchise that really sticks out to me is it's really unique in its customization, and I really love being able to customize. Very rarely do the two same people in a game have the exact same gun because of all the attachments and everything you can do, or at least the same loadout. They never have the same loadout exactly, unless they're deliberately copying each other.
Right.
It just doesn't happen.
Totally
So I really like the customization. And the other thing they did right was they put in a lot of game types.
yeah.
I know you don't play Gears, but in Gears of War, it's like you got Slayer, Team Deathmatch, and then two objective games that are fairly similar. They're different enough, but they're fairly similar. And then they did away with a couple of game types I really wanted to see. And there's just not that many selection, and there just could be, but they just don't. And I don't understand why, really. With something like Call of Duty, they have an entire playlist of just tons and tons of like types of games, and I really like what I like to see. Just choice. Choice is nice.
Right.
Now, the thing that's really pissing me off, and I think there are plenty of people who can agree with me out there, and this isn't directly related to Modern Warfare 3.
Yep.
However, Call of Duty Elite, what is this?
Oh
like
my god.
2 days later, dude, 5 minutes after the game released, I should have been able to get on Call of Duty Elite.
Yeah, dude.
I understand they had software problems. I understand it can be difficult to fix. I'm no tech wizard. But dude, I didn't pay $106 to not use my subscription right off the start.
Exactly. See, you got the Elite. I'm assuming from what you just said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I got Elite as well, and I can use it on my Xbox. You know, like I can go on Elite and whatever, but I can't use it on my laptop. Like I can't go online and go on the Elite website. It keeps bringing me up with these errors, and it really is pissing me off for two reasons. One, they really should have had just like gotten this shit handled right away because they were estimating the sales. You know, it's not like this came as a huge shock to them. They knew they were going to sell a lot, so they should have had the servers or whatever. They should have had that all set to go. And two, I'm pretty sure there's no refund for this. Like I haven't read or heard anybody getting a refund. So if I were to call GameStop or Xbox or fucking whatever, I can't even most likely get a refund for this, and that's what's really making me mad. Is like just like what you said, I paid for this service, now let me use it, and we shouldn't even have to pay for it either. But
No, it's crap. It's like when you're out of power and then the cable company sends you a bill. It's like, no, dude.
The best
And
they're
if they don't, I expect whoever, I don't know if it's Sledgehammer who's handling this or Infinity Ward or who's handling this, like the team. I would really expect an apology because, like, you're not ready for, your system isn't ready for me to use, but you're ready to take my $60.
Exactly.
Like, dude, and I doubt they will. Like, I want to hear at least an apology for the inconvenience, and here's like, we added any time you haven't been able to use because, I mean, I paid for it. It's not fair because I'm not able to use it. It's really shit, and it's pissing me off because this is what they were pushing for. It's like, oh, Call of Duty Elite. It's like, this is exactly where I don't want games to go. Like these games nowadays, like I think Mortal Kombat is just one I can think of right now that did it where you have to pay an online fee. And if you're someone who uses like Xbox, you have to pay a fee already to get on their service,
right,
and then another fee for the game.
Right, exactly. I really agree with you right there.
I don't know, dude. It's like $60 isn't enough anymore. That's not enough.
Yeah, and something to add to what you were saying was about them not being ready is I really think the Call of Duty franchise now is being really rushed because if you think about it, like they have to produce a new game every year and they have to think of new things every year. But if you look at a game like Halo, I didn't really play Halo a lot. I played a little bit of Halo 1 and 3. But like they made a game every, I'm going to assume 2 or 3 years. Right? And it was like, and it was really good. So why don't they do that here in Call of Duty? Like, I'd rather have a really good game come out every 3 years as opposed to like a mediocre game every year.
It's all money, dude. It's Activision. It's got to be one of the worst companies. I mean, we could go off and that ruined Guitar Hero. I don't even want to talk about Guitar Hero. Like we could rant about all this stuff forever, but I mean that's just kind of the initial thoughts. I don't know. We maybe down the road, like in a couple of weeks or so, it'll change and we'll have more stuff to talk about. But that's just my initial feelings on Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer solely. I haven't even touched the campaign yet, which might sound bad, but dude, it's the multiplayer is what's mainly pushed, and I'm sure the campaign will be decent, but I don't think it'll be. It's a shooter, it's a first-person shooter campaign. It's not like one of those, like what was the last big campaign game that came, or like Skyrim's coming out like tomorrow or something?
Well, I know one that's been getting a lot of praise is the Batman one, Arkham City.
Oh yeah, like that. Like that's a game that's centered around campaign. You know what I mean? It's going to be a long, good, full-hearted campaign. But like Call of Duty is just to get some life on there for people who won't go online or something like that.
Yeah.
And Spec Ops is a whole other story. But as for multiplayer, that's kind of my thoughts. The customization is really, really awesome. The strike packages are way better than kill streaks. I like that they switched that out.
Yeah.
Everything about the customization and everything is awesome. And the game types and the whole system, like the ranking up system, is really good. I like it with the guns and the levels, and I like COD points in Black Ops, but I kind of prefer this just as well.
Yes, I agree. my final thought about this is Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer is good, but it's not great.
Yeah, it's personally, I mean, especially with Elite, that's pissing me off.
Yeah.
This is my last Call of Duty. I'm not gonna be buying any more Call of Duties after this. I'm done. I'm ready to move on to something else. I don't want to rain on anyone else's parade who's still really in love with Call of Duty, but slowly, like you cannot stay on top forever. At the moment, they are like they're always referred to as the juggernaut, the best-selling game of all time.
Yeah.
Dude, there'll be another best-selling game of all time down the road. You won't be the best-selling game of all time forever.
Oh, for sure. I agree.
All right, so that's kind of it for our thoughts, and yeah, I thank you for doing this with me. It's a little less repetitive just to have my own thoughts out there, to have someone else out
Oh,
there.
of course. Anytime, Roman.
Oh, all right, dude. Then we will probably do more discussing and ranting on Call of Duty some other time.